I hate feeling used, and I know you know this feeling too. When someone only talks to you, when they need attention, when they need comfort, when they feel lonely, when they need someone to listen, and somehow that someone is always you stay there. For them you reply fast, you care too much, you give them your energy, your time, your kindness, and deep down you start thinking maybe this person is different, maybe this one actually cares about me. But then slowly things change, their replies become dry, they disappear for hours, then days. Then suddenly they ghost you like you never mattered. And the worst part is you sit there questioning yourself. Was I getting used? Or am I just overthinking? Because when you care about someone, your brain starts making excuses for them. B, they are busy. B, they are struggling. Maybe I am asking for too much. But sometimes the truth is simple. Some people only keep you around because you make them feel better about themselves. They like your attention. They like your kindness. They like knowing someone will always be there for them. But they never plan to stay for you the same way, and yeah, it hurts, especially when you are the type of person who genuinely cares, because people like us do not love halfway. We give everything. I used to chase people. When they ghosted me, I used to double text, overthink every conversation, wonder what I did wrong, and I know some of you do the same thing. You act like you do not care, but deep down you keep checking your phone, hoping they come back. But now, if someone ghosts me, I do not chase anymore. No message, no begging, nothing. Even if it hurts, even if I miss them, I stay silent. Because I finally realize you should never force someone to stay in your life. If someone wants to leave, they already made that decision in their mind long ago. And chasing them only destroys you more. You start losing your self-respect little by little. You ignore the disrespect. You ignore the mixed signals. You ignore the fact that they only remember you when everyone else leaves them alone. And one day you wake up tired of being the emotionally available person for everyone, tired of always understanding people who never understand you back, tired of giving importance to people who treat you like an option. So now I do something different. Instead of wasting my time proving my worth to people who do not value me, I use that time on myself. I work on my mindset, my goals, my body, my future, everything. Because one thing I learned is this: the best revenge is not chasing people. The best revenge is becoming someone they can never replace. And the people who used your kindness, your loyalty, your love, one day they will realize what they lost, not because you begged them to stay, but because you became better without them. And trust me, nothing hurts people more than seeing the person they underestimated become unstoppable. So stop trying to convince people to care about you. Real people never make you feel confused about your place in their life. And I know some of you listening right now are still attached to someone who already let you go. You still hope they come back. You still replay old memories in your head. You still wonder if they ever cared at all. But listen carefully. Sometimes closure is realizing that their actions already gave you the answer you were waiting for. If they wanted to stay, they would have stayed. If they valued you, you would not feel this replaceable. And I know that truth hurts, because when you love deeply, you always try to see the good in people, even after they hurt you, even after they disappear, even after they make you feel like you are never important. You cannot keep destroying yourself just to keep temporary people in your life. Some people are lessons, not soulmates. They enter your life to teach you how important your energy really is. And after everything I went through, I realized something: being alone feels way better than feeling unwanted around someone. At least when I am alone, I have peace, no mixed signals, no fake promises, no wondering where I stand in someone's life. And maybe right now you are becoming colder too, not because you are heartless, but because life forced you to stop giving your heart to people who only came to take from you. You start protecting your energy more. You stop explaining yourself. You stop chasing. You stop begging for bare minimum effort. And honestly, that changes everything, because the moment you stop needing validation from people who never respected you, you become dangerous in the best way possible. Now your focus changes. You stop caring about who left and start caring about who you are becoming. You build yourself so much that one day, the same people who ignored you will look at your life and regret treating you like you were nothing. And by then, you will not even want revenge anymore, because you finally understand something most people never do. The right people never make you feel used. and the wrong people always reveal themselves eventually, so do not blame yourself for having a good heart. In this generation, people act like caring too much is weakness, but it is not. The real weakness is using people who genuinely loved you. The real weakness is only showing up when you need attention, then disappearing when the other person needs you back. And yeah, maybe we ignored the red flags, maybe we stayed longer than we should have, but that is what happens. When you see potential in people instead of reality, you believe their words more than their actions, until one day their silence tells you everything, and that something inside you changes forever. You stop expecting loyalty from everyone. You stop getting attached to fast. You stop giving unlimited chances, not because you became toxic, but because you finally learned your value. And honestly, the people who ghosted you probably think you moved on easily because you stayed silent. They do not see the nights you spent overthinking, the anger, the disappointment, the moments where you questioned if you were even enough. But growth is learning how to feel pain without running back to the people who caused it. That is real strength. And maybe right now someone is slowly distancing themselves from you. You can feel it, the energy changed, the effort changed, everything feels different. Do not force it. People who truly care never make you beg for consistency. Let them go if they want to go, because the more you chase temporary people, the more you delay meeting the people who will actually value your presence. And until then, keep building yourself quietly, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Become so focused on your future that nobody can distract you with temporary attention anymore, because at the end of the day, people come and go. You are stuck with yourself forever, so start becoming someone you are proud of, someone who does not break down every time a person leaves, someone who knows their worth even when nobody else sees it, someone who can walk away from disrespect without needing closure. That level of peace is powerful, and I know it is hard sometimes. There are moments where you still miss them, still wonder if they think about you, still want that one message from them. But missing someone does not mean they deserve access to you again. Some people only return when they feel your absence, not because they change, but because they lost the attention they were getting from you. Do not fall for that cycle again. You deserve connections that feel real, not relationships where you constantly question your value. And listen, the people who used you were never your final destination. They were just distractions from the person you are supposed to become. Every heartbreak, every ghosting, every disappointment, it either destroys you or upgrades you. And me personally, I'm done letting pain destroy me now. I use it. I use the betrayal as motivation, the disrespect as fuel, the loneliness as discipline, because one day I want the same people who doubted me, ignored me, used me to look at my life and realize they lost someone real. And if you are listening to this right now, do not waste your energy trying to be enough for people who already failed to see your value. Keep improving, keep growing, keep moving forward, and let the people who walked away carry the lifetime regret of losing someone like you. Because one thing I realized is people only realize your value after they can no longer reach you. When you stop replying instantly, when you stop being available all the time, when your energy disappears from their life, that is, when they start noticing the silence. But by then, you should already be focused on bigger things. Do not pause your life waiting for someone to come back and appreciate you. Some people will never understand your value because they only know how to take, not give, and that is not your responsibility to fix. Your job now is to protect your peace, protect your mind, protect your energy, protect your future, because the same kindness that made people use you can also become the reason you build an amazing life. But let's give that kindness to yourself for once. Start choosing yourself even when it feels lonely, even when people call you different, even when nobody claps for your progress, because self-respect feels lonely before it starts feeling powerful. And trust me, the moment you stop begging for attention, you start attracting real respect. The moment you stop chasing people, you start chasing your potential instead. And that changes your whole life. Now you wake up with purpose. Now your mood is not controlled by one person texting you back. Now your happiness is not dependent on temporary validation. That is freedom, and maybe some of you needed to hear this tonight. You are not hard to love. You just gave your energy to people who did not know how to value it. So stop shrinking yourself to fit into people's temporary lives. The right people will never need to be convinced to stay, and until those people arrive, keep becoming the version of yourself that the old you would be proud of, because one day you are going to look back at this version of yourself, the version that cried over people, the version that overthought everything, the version that kept giving chances to people who never deserved them, and you are going to realize how much stronger you became. Right now it feels personal, it feels like maybe you were not enough, maybe you cared too much, maybe something about you made people leave, but the truth is some people lose good hearts because they are too distracted chasing temporary feelings, and that has nothing to do with your worth. Do not let rejection turn you into someone bitter, let it turn you into someone wiser, someone who notices effort, someone who values peace over attachment, someone who understands that being alone is better than constantly feeling emotionally drained. And honestly, a lot of people only love what you do for them. Very few people love you for who you truly are. That is why you have to stop proving yourself all the time. The right people will appreciate your presence without needing constant reminders, and until then, stay focused, stay disciplined, keep improving even when nobody notices, because silent growth always shocks people the most. One day, they will see your glow up, your mindset, your success, your confidence, and they will remember the version of you that once begged for bare minimum effort. But by then, you will not need their validation anymore, because you finally learned how to validate yourself, and that is the moment everything changes, when you stop looking for love, respect, and attention from the outside and start building it inside yourself instead. So this is the final truth: not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay, not everyone who shows attention actually values you, and not everyone who leaves is a loss. Some departures are protection, some are lessons, and some are lost life, making space for better things. Do not go back to people who only remembered you when they were bored. Do not reopen doors you already closed with pain, and do not keep questioning your worth because someone failed to recognize it. Your value was never in their approval, it was always in who you are when nobody is watching. So keep growing quietly, keep improving without announcing it, keep building a life that does not collapse because someone left. And if someone used your kindness and walked away, let them, because one day they will understand they did not lose someone easy, they lost someone real, and by then you will be too focused on your own life to care anymore.